Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones.
And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
On first down, Rodgers. That is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
This defense for the Bucs very strong last week. Their squad improved to 2-0 in a young season.
It's all important was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week. Plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That's Akeem Hicks, the towering NFL vet, coming in for the sack.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Quick move by Miller. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10
at the 39-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Hey, ball 66.
On play action, now Brady. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. The Buccaneers hit 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Fournette once more on 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They will run for the first time here with White. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a play fake. Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 23 yards on the play.
For the opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire playbook is open for them right now. Do you want to run it? Do you want to continue to throw it? Spin the dial. Make your choice. But right now, you like what you're doing in this possession.
Great stop by Devontae Wyatt, breaking through the line and stopping it cold.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here's Brady to throw. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Buccaneers nothing. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
No, 66.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady.
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted.
Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Up the gut, Fournette. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Brady. This is caught by Evans.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now Brady bats this forward on the jet sweep. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Buccaneers, nothing.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Shotgun now for Brady.
Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. A nice pickup of 17 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Brady to throw again.
A pass underneath for Fournette. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Brady now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Devontae Wyatt brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember.
The first sack of his NFL career. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. That throw by Brady incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. To throw is Brady.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. So Brady departs, and on it's Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal.
From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Succop's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to the zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Rodgers to throw once more.
He's going to get this one complete here to Cobb.
Touchdown, Packers! Randall Cobb, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Brady. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And into the end zone is a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
This defense, 3 interceptions now. And, Charles, obviously that one for the pick-6. That gives them a 3-possession lead, and they are really in the driver's seat.
Makes you imagine what that lead could become with another half of football left to play, because the way they're getting after it, partner, 30 points, 40 points, even 50 points, that type of a lead, not out of the question, and neither is another pick six.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football while we look at the defense.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted. Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, Rodgers. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Sammy Watkins, 37 yards.
And the Packers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick.
Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Open man, here's Cobb.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. To throw is Rodgers.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
In his own end zone, it's Brady.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton.
And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 31, Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in the game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Over here.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And a rout is on here in this first half. Carnival, it's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The first half, no contest. What will the second half bring? As we are back and underway on EA Sports, taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
On first down, Brady. He completes it to Evans.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Brady. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Over the middle to Evans. Touchdown! Mike Evans. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Buccaneers are able to claw one back.
Extra point put through by Succop. So they do get one score back, but still a the Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Room here to run. And all the way down to the 10-yard line.
90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Rodgers to throw. Touchdown, Packers.
Romeo Doubs.
His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Packers continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
23 yards, the final tally.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. Running right through him. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette.
And he's going to be marked out just outside the 10.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Stop for the loss by Devin White.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
103 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Brady's throw taken in by Evans here.
And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
Hey, Alabama. Let's go up. No, 66. Hey.
Brady now on first down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Throwing on first down is Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A good pickup there at 22. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Brady now to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point, where we're at in the 4th quarter, with how wide this advantage is, for this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Hey, that's 66.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Firing, and Julio Jones has it on his slant.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left.
Easy.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Leonard Fournette, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Dave's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 41, Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's complete, and once again, it's Cobb.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. D Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the
And now here's another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Crosby for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news that this one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing on second and long. Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. And they take a knee. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Green Bay, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.